A me mi rimangono 4 minuti di vita, 200 foto. Devi scaricare il benefit tutti e 4. Video bene mandato a questo concerto. Ma mandando io vedo la uguali di avere anche il mio telefono. Quindi si
Caitlin Clark just walked into Milan's most prestigious fashion show and landed front row at Prada, not as a lucky guest, but as someone who earned that seat, outfit by outfit, over the past 2 years. The fashion world is buzzing, and for once, the haters are silent. The story behind this moment is even bigger than anyone imagined. Is Caitlin Clark on her way to becoming as much of a fashion icon as she is a basketball superstar? Or is this just the beginning of something even bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. This moment in Milan deserves more than a 2-sentence Instagram caption. It deserves a full conversation.
Clark front row at the Prada show for Milan Fashion Week. Obviously, Caitlin Clark has been working with Prada.
On February 26th, Caitlin Clark attended the Prada Fall 2026 fashion show and landed a front row seat. Head-to-toe Prada effortless, commanding, and unmistakably in her element. The internet, of course, went into a full-blown frenzy. But before we dive into the reactions and what this means for her influence off the court, we need to back up. This didn't happen overnight, and it certainly wasn't by accident. The story begins on April 2024, draft night. As the #1 overall pick in the WNBA draft, Clark didn't just enter the building as a basketball phenom. She arrived making a statement that transcended the sport. She wore a white Prada jacket, a shimmering silver Prada crop top, a white Prada miniskirt, and black pointed-toe Prada heels, an outfit entirely Prada from head to toe. At the time, she told reporters on the orange carpet something historic. Prada had never fitted an NBA or WNBA player for draft night. Ever. Until Caitlin Clark. Pause and think about that. One of the oldest, most prestigious luxury fashion houses in the world. A brand that has dressed celebrities, royalty, and cultural icons for over a century, had never seen a professional basketball player in their couture at the draft. And then Caitlin Clark walked in and changed that forever. On the biggest night of her professional life, before she played a single minute in the WNBA, she was already making history in an entirely different arena. The social media reaction was instant and overwhelming. Comments poured in. Caitlin Clark is so Prada. Not just that the outfit looked good, but that she was Prada. The brand and the athlete matching in a way that felt natural, inevitable, and completely authentic. That kind of organic connection between a superstar athlete and a luxury fashion house is incredibly rare. And yes, Prada noticed. But Clark didn't stop there. She didn't just show up once and ride the moment. She built a narrative, outfit by outfit, year by year, that has led her to front row seats in Milan and a fashion influence that rivals her dominance on the court.
Breaking women's basketball fashion news, Caitlin Clark in custom Prada for a time event. The fact that it's simple, it's timeless, but the back makes it so special and interesting. Of course, high fashion. She's going to be in a Prada campaign soon, though, I promise. It's Prada, so obviously the silhouette is fantastic, but this dress feels so Caitlin in the style that we've seen from her. It's minimalist, it's classy, it's timeless. But the back is a freaking moment. I love that, and I love that Prada did a custom look. Obviously, follow for more women's basketball fashion news, but what do you...
This is the part of the story that gets lost when people only focus on the Milan trip. Throughout her time with the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark kept returning to Prada, especially in her tunnel walks before games. I went with Prada, she said. I think Prada is very me, very simple. But Prada's never dressed a WNBA or NBA player for the draft, so it's really fun. Got the simple white with a little sparkle inside. The bag, the slick shoes. Yeah, really fun. Game after game, her tunnel walk outfits became a talking point. Sometimes it was a minimalist white tank top paired with strappy cargo pants, the Prada triangle logo subtly visible. Other times, a full denim-on-denim Prada set, completed with one of those classic black nylon Prada bags. It was never accidental. Every look was deliberate, every styling choice intentional, and every single time, it drew attention. Caitlin wasn't just walking into the arena. She was building a story, stitch by stitch, that bridged basketball and high fashion.
Prada. I think Prada's like very me, very like, I don't know. I'm a pretty simple girl, but Prada's never dressed a WNBA player or NBA player for the draft, so it's very fun. Got the simple white and then sparkly on the inside. But yeah, really fun. Got the bag, got the slick shoes. So
Her stylist, Audrey Gerard-Toth, deserves real credit. Building a genuine connection with a luxury brand through tunnel walk fashion isn't as simple as buying the clothes and putting them on. It requires crafting a coherent visual story, understanding the brand's aesthetic, its values, and making sure every appearance strengthens that connection rather than diluting it. Over 2 years, Toth and Clark meticulously built that story together. Every outfit, every detail, every game reinforced it. And the PRADA Front Row invitation? That was the payoff, the culmination of a carefully cultivated journey from the arena tunnel to the world's most prestigious runway.
Your fashion news in a minute. Prada knows a good thing when they see it. Caitlin Clark makes fashion history by being the first person to ever wear Prada at a WNBA draft. Congratulations, Caitlin Clark, for being a first-round draft pick, Indiana Fever. We look forward to following your career. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Take
When Clark arrived at Milan's Fondazione Prada for the Fall 2026 show, she was not just a celebrity who lucked into a front-row seat. She was someone who had spent 2 years quietly and consistently proving she understands the brand, respects its heritage, and wears it in a way that contributes to its cultural story rather than borrowing from it. That distinction matters in the fashion world, even if it isn't always spoken aloud. Now, let's break down what she actually wore, because every detail tells a story. She arrived in a cropped striped polo, a deliberate choice that sits perfectly at the intersection of athletic and elevated. The polo is having a major fashion moment right now, celebrated on runways for its sportif aesthetic, clothing that nods to athletic culture and movement without being actual sportswear. Clark wearing a cropped polo to a Prada show was no casual decision. It was a statement. She knows the conversation, she gets the moment, and she positioned herself at the center of it. She paired it with high-waisted trousers cinched with a Prada belt, completing a look that was simultaneously polished, sporty, and unmistakably her own.